Hello world, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Today my office is at a park. In fact, I'm on a playground right now, and it's a gorgeous area just outside of Lompoc, California. Well, actually, I think it's in Lompoc. It's a county park, place no one's around. It's a beautiful Sunday. People are at church. You can hear the birds in the air, of course, critters in the fields, and there's a little creek or lake, well, not lake, but a creek, a little river next to me. You make a little bit of noise and it sounds good, like a waterfall. And I've never been here before, but I like to travel and experience places I haven't. And that's so important for my sanity, for my serenity, whatever it is. I find it so much enjoyable when I'm able to go out and experience something new. Meet new people, see a new location I haven't before. Have you ever noticed things in your backyard or your neighborhood, your community that maybe you didn't notice before? Maybe there's a little creek, a rock bed, a skate park that you just haven't been to, or maybe haven't been to in a while. I find it so important for you and I to find a way to relax. And to me, going places the unknown is relaxing. Usually during daytime. I don't like to go unknown too often at night, of course not. But do something different. A lot of us go to the same restaurants, right? Sure, we have our favorite foods. Who doesn't? Our favorite waitress or favorite server, whatever it is. And we enjoy that. Everybody knows your name and what you want to eat or drink, and those are good. I totally understand that. But then a lot of us get stuck in a rut. I know, I'm Mr. Rutaholic sometimes. You get stuck in a rut. You get stuck in a funk. You get stuck just not feeling. Sometimes we lose our emotions and what's really important to us when we kind of get stuck doing the same thing over and over again. Now, I understand. If you have a job, you're stuck going to your job until you either get promoted out of that job or start to become an entrepreneur or retire, whatever that is. Totally get it. We cannot always just jump up at any time of day or night and do something different. Of course not. 24 hours in the day, at least you can find a couple hours a week to meditate somewhere that maybe you haven't done before. Now, I understand. I'm so fortunate to have been able to retire at an early age, but it wasn't always easy. Had a lot of sacrifices, a lot of challenges. I ran out of money many, many times. Didn't realize everything that would, I had to be confronted with. But when I find a place to relax, just meditate and just appreciate where I am, life gets to be just a little more fun. And we need to have fun in our lives. You don't necessarily have to be on a sliding board to have fun, but we need to find more fun in our lives. If you're not having fun, why not? Understand, if you're married or boyfriend, girlfriend, yeah, you're going to have relationship problems sometimes. Maybe you won't. Or kids might get on your nerves and limit some of the things you want to do. But you and I need to find time to play, to enjoy, to relax and appreciate the little things of life. See this little creek bed? I'll show you. But literally, I just walked over a bridge to get here. And I've never been here before. And that's what I love about exploring and trying new things. It's crazy, but it's more fun. I'll tell you one thing. It's a lot more fun to share experiences with other people. For a long time, when I first retired, like I said, I retired at a young age. I was single. I would travel, not just in the United States, but around the world. Or I would go to other places like Lake Tahoe. I've probably been to a dozen times. It's one of my favorite places. Look at this. Dedicated to the Lompoc pioneers. Founded 1874, erected 1986. Oh, 1936. I was wrong. Anyways, the point is, as much as we want to have fun and do things, and I totally recommend it, find a partner to do it with. Find a travel buddy. Obviously your significant other should be first. And just explore. what's out there in this world. Too many of us are worried about the mundane. Sure, we have a pandemic. Sure, people are losing their jobs. Sure, some people can't really pay their bills like they used to. That's a small amount of people. There's unemployment. People are getting more money for unemployment than ever before. Though our stimulus checks are low, the majority of us don't need them. We'd rather have lower fuel prices and less taxes instead of that cash that they're going to take away from us anyways. So why are we worried about something we cannot control? When literally we could go out in this world and make it ours. We can make this such a wonderful place and truly enjoy what God has given us. The nature. Are you kidding me? We worry too much about what could happen, what might happen, what happened to someone else. Or this happened before it could happen again. You and I have had some bad times and struggles in our lives, I'm sure, and we've also had good times. And guess what? Those good times can happen again. Those strong relationships can happen again. And maybe a stronger personality, maybe you can get into shape once again and live happily ever after and be a good example for your friends and family. I'm not telling you what to do. I've got my own issues and things I'm working on and fighting with, and people in my life that sometimes I wish weren't. But you and I can control that part. You and I really do have a control of who we let in our lives. If it's family, you don't have to keep them in your life all the time. You can still see the family reunion for a couple hours a year, right? We still love each other, just don't mean we all get along all the time. And that's okay. Don't let someone tell you how you should act, how you should feel, who you're supposed to be friends with, who you're supposed to love. Well, anyways. We have to love our family. I don't care who you are. But you don't have to like them all the time. Find that peaceful place in your heart. You heard that. A minute ago, we had that noise from the river going on, and just the other side of this park I'm at the moment, where it's more quiet, it's serene. I just literally went on I'd say about 10 or 15 mile drive through the countryside. Place I've never been to before. And I found this park along the way. And I drove past it, and driving, I got to turn around here. So I turn around, and I like it, and I will be back. I will be back with the more professional videos, but this might be a place to read. I don't do as much reading as I should, but this could be a great place to read and just enjoy what we have. Now, I'm about to lose everyone here. It's a bad signal, but you're in the office with Joseph Skoda, and I encourage you to find that place where you can just breathe. Just breathe. Just meditate. Just enjoy who, what, when, where, why you are. God bless you. God bless America. Make a difference in this world. Bye now.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provide.
As we continue to grow and build a brand, social media shows continue to develop and discover new possibilities to help one another. Our affordable services will help us move to the next level of our journey. Host your own show to inspire or entertain others for as low as $150 per month.
You have 20 shows a week, live streaming.
We are looking for sponsors. We showcase your business products and services on our network to be seen by your target market for as low as $200 a month.
That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations.
Let us promote and advertise your event, giving your venue the red carpet treatment. This platform allows venues that feature entertainment, singers, bands, DJs, comedy, fashion, corporate events, and family events to be showcased in a new direction that also involves your audiences starts at $200 an hour. We also provides video editing, website builder, commercial video for your business, music videos, photography, provided by our affiliates. As we build our community, we pay it forward. Our nonprofit organization GI Connections is all about giving back to our community. Join us create outreach programs to help our community and live a happy, peaceful, and unity. Let us bring the world to you.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. You have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now. We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
Good morning, world. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Hey, you like that? I often have my shirts cut down like this. I'm comfortable like that. It doesn't bother me at all. But every now and then someone says, I need to button up. And that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about today is addictions. What are you addicted to? I mean, I don't know if you consider this an addiction or not, leaving my shirt halfway unbuttoned. It's kind of a lifestyle or preference. But there are different things that we're addicted to in this world. And sadly, thanks to this pandemic we're in right now, a lot of us are addicted to wearing or owning a lot of different masks. We mind GI Connections, our nonprofit. A lot of us are actually addicted to wearing a lot of different kinds of masks. And not wear a lot, but buying, purchasing, making, hoarding, almost like hoarding toilet paper, a big issue that we had not too long ago. You know, a lot of our addictions, some are healthy, I guess, some maybe not so much. Even though exercising could be a positive and good addiction to get involved with, sometimes we can overdo it. It can even be anorexic if we're not careful, where we're constantly watching what we eat and minimize our calories and exercise 20 hours a day. Don't get me wrong, some of us can use a little extra exercise, a little extra, you know what I'm saying, just a little something every now and then, or at least on a regular basis, to ensure that we stay in good condition. You know, some of the other addictions, a lot of us, especially this past election year, is we're addicted to the television. We're addicted to the news. We're addicted to social media. We want to know what's going on in politics. We want to know who's sleeping with who. We want to know who's challenging this, or who's right, or who's wrong, or where's the fraud coming from. And all of those things have happened. Who's sleeping with who, fraud, this and that. those have happened. Did they affect you and I directly? I don't know about directly, but anytime a leader is involved with something, it could indirectly affect us. And it may or may not. But I'm not here to talk about addictions of politicians or actors and actresses. I want to hear about some of your addictions. For instance, anyone ever get addicted to stuff like this? Now, these are a great little snack. They have absolutely zero nutritional value. Nothing. I'm not even sure what they taste like, but they're addicting. They smell good. You can put a bunch in your mouth at a time. But when we're snacking, sometimes we're not even paying attention. We're just snacking because we're in front of TV. We're snacking because we're driving. We're snacking. We're in the office. So we have to be careful of those things. Now, what I like about Cheetos is there's not a lot of calories in them. There's nothing in them. They're pretty much blank. But we do have that fake orange stuff. And that fake orange stuff does have some sugar, salt. I can't even read what's on the calorie count. But it can be addicting. Now, if you're not careful, sure, your lips and your tongue are going to get orange, absolutely, from Cheetos, but your fingers, and sometimes your clothes, your pants, your shirt, whatever it is. And we don't see that right away. So some of our addictions, people can laugh at us, make fun of us, maybe joke with us. And it's always fun to point out someone who, has a stain on their shirt or something on their pants and they don't notice it. Why are we like that as human beings? We'd rather laugh or point fingers or take pictures of others that are having a horrific day rather than tell them, hey, dude, you dust that off first. But we do that a lot. We always want someone to care about what we're thinking of, what we're doing. But when we're doing something that looks off or we're addicted to something or we have a habit, and people would rather make fun of you first before they point things out. Now, how many know about this kind of addiction? Huh? Right, Corona-19 virus, COVID-19 virus, whatever it is. Everything they say in moderation or minimal is not so bad for you. Now, I don't even know if beer's good for you at all. We could read different reports. Well, 1 or 2 a day is okay, just like wine. 1 or 2 glasses of red wine a day are okay. And obviously we have health issues that 1 or 2 may be 1 or 2 too many. The same as our snacks, the same as our a drink of choice. And it's okay to experiment and try different things. Not illegal drugs. That's a whole different addiction that I encourage you very strongly to stay away from. Even marijuana. Don't go crazy over it. It's supposed to be for pain, help us with our pain. But just to get high, I guess people drink just to feel that buzz also. So be careful when you're out there to make sure you have a designated driver and you're in a safe environment. I'm not going to tell you what to do or what not to do. We all have our own vices. Now, one of my addictions that I come across in the last several years, let me show you real quick. It's hats. It's hats. My son, mostly fedoras. My son bought me a great fedora for Father's Day 4 or 5 years ago. And I never wore hats after I left the military. So I don't want to wear a hat no more, mess up my hair. We always hear if you wear hats all the time, you'll eventually go bald. I'm so grateful I have more hair than my 2 younger brothers. But I like to wear different hats, either in front of the camera or I do a lot of speaking engagements, for instance. I do a lot of interviews and presentations and different things going on. And I like to wear different hats to maybe meet my mood at the moment. This is kind of bright and airy, and I love sharing my mood at the moment. But it keeps me going. And a lot of people know me for my hats. And I'm a Toastmaster. And the Toastmasters, I have this big gavel I carry around sometimes. And they always, when I go to a meeting, almost all the clubs will put hats on because they know that's what I like to do. And that's pretty exciting to be known for something, an addiction per se, that's not negative, not so bad. Can you and I be known or brand ourselves in a way that's not so bad where someone says, hey, that's kind of cool. Let me try that out also. You know, and it doesn't really matter. Like sometimes I like to be a little more flamboyant than other times. Believe it or not, I have a jacket that matches this hat. I have a gold one also and a red one. And those are exciting because, like I said, I like to perform. I like to present. I like to speak at different engagements. In fact, call me if you're looking for a speaker in your engagement. I've been doing coaching and instruction and training for many years. And I found that to be kind of an addiction. I love speaking. Don't get me wrong. Some speeches are easier to give than others. Sometimes we have to put a lot of preparation into it. And when I put a lot of preparation into something, I want to get paid. Well, if you just want to know quick leadership or mentorship ideas or pick my brain for some coaching advice, I normally offer that, provided it's a short time. A long period of time, I have a lot to say from my own experiences and what I can share. None of us should be working for free all the time. We need to give back to our communities and people. Of course we do. But we also need to make a living. So this orange hat, which actually, believe it or not, I'm going to put that back, keep it out because I haven't worn this one in a while. Orange hat, blue hat, brown hats, rainbow hats, all those things are part of my addiction. I don't have to wear a hat. It's not going to kill me if I do or if I don't. But it's something I enjoy doing. And whatever we have a vice for, whatever we enjoy doing, do more of it if you're not hurting anyone. Do more of it if you're not hurting your bank account. Do more of it if it makes you feel good inside. Now, the Cheetos should be minimal, make you feel good inside. We don't want to continuously do those kinds of things. But we need to find a way that we can brand ourselves in a positive manner regardless of our addictions. Now, we've seen actors, over the years, maybe smoking that cigar, maybe wearing a hat, maybe always have a cocktail in their hand. And we know a lot of actors have done that. And it's kind of cool because they come across as being kind of cool, suave, debonair. And we look up to that. But why do we look up to someone with a drink in their hand all the time? Why do we look up to someone who's got a cigar, a funny little look, or maybe a little too humorous or condescending in some cases also? Why are we focused on those kinds of people rather than those who are giving back in a positive manner and setting a good example for our children and for us? How can you and I talk so great about movies or professional athletes and they're given a bad example? But sometimes on the court, but usually off the court, it's not the same person. I don't want to do your autograph, for instance. And we see that sometimes. Let's get away from me. I'm not doing that right now, or they want to charge you for that, or they don't want to take that photo. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of professional athletes, actors, celebrities who are constantly being bombarded and stopped everywhere they go, and they can't really seem to have a real life. That hasn't quite happened to me yet. But every now and then it's kind of nice when I go to a meeting or go down the street and say, hey, you're that guy. Or I remember you from social media shows or in the office, or I remember you at that talking about GI connections at one time. Those are good addictions that make people want to be around us and close again. And I know I'm here talking about addictions. I mean, we can be addicted to reading, addicted to sleeping, addicted to road rage on the highway, all those kinds of things, eating too much, eating not enough, going to Toastmasters meetings, for instance. And I love those kinds of things. And many of you know I belong to the American Legion, Disabled American Veterans, Veterans of Foreign Wars, the Moose, and so many other organizations out there. And sure, most of them have a bar attached or a lounge, but you can go and participate and socialize and partake in the conversation around you without having to drink. You really don't have to drink just because you belong to those clubs. They normally have soda pop, whatever you want to call it, or around there, or water, maybe coffee or tea. But you don't have to drink. Just you can sit back and watch the other fools make fools of themselves, and you don't have to be one of them. Our addictions don't have to hurt us. Obviously, too much soda is not good for you, and they say, I think if you drink more than, I don't know, 20 glasses of water a day, that's probably not good for you either. I don't remember the exact numbers, but any give too much, especially something with sugar in it, some of our drinks can kill us. And I know it's hard to break addictions. I know people that smoke 30, 40 years and can't quit. And I know others smoked 20, 30, 40 years who had to quit because of cancer, lungs, all kind of other issues. They just made a decision, say, enough is enough already. I need to get out of this addiction. So you and I have to decide what addictions are worth keeping. Hoarding toilet paper, paper towels, Beanie Babies. I don't know. We all have our collections of something. But make sure it's something of value. Collecting those beer cans, as a lot of us did, we were younger. A whole wall of beer cans growing up, especially from around the world, is kind of exciting. But do you really need to hold on to that in your 20s or 30s, that beer can collection? Probably not. Probably not. I don't know, unless you're trying to win some kind of world record. And we all want to be recognized for things like that and positive. I know people do a lot of knitting, crocheting and knitting and sewing and constantly making clothes and purses and other things for people, doilies. How many doilies does someone need? I mean, realistically, once you've given everyone you know 2 or 3 of them, you need to stop making them because it's maybe, keeps your mind going or things like that. And that's exciting. I know a lot of people who tear apart jewelry and beads and reconfigure it to another necklace or bracelet out of that. And they're just kind of addicted, but keep their mind going. And, if whatever keeps our minds occupied, sometimes we have to do it as long as it's safe. We're not hurting anyone and we're not going into debt doing so. Whatever you do, make sure you don't go into debt. Pay your debt. That should be an addiction. If you charge $100 on your credit card this month, pay it off next month. Is it always easy? No. Sometimes maybe you can only pay $20 out of the $100 for that bill. But you need to, not charge another $100 month after month and only pay $20. That will turn around and bite you. So be careful what we're charging and what do we really need? What are our necessities? Food, shelter, utilities, absolutely gas for our cars, insurance, all those kinds of things that we do need. But do we really need another hat? Do we really need another one of these? And quite frankly, do we ever need this? Now, there's a time and place for everything, of course. And don't be addicted to buying the latest, greatest phone every single year or making your television bigger every year when a new one comes out. Do you really need that? I think a fat bank account would be more important in sharing experiences and taking your family and friends. You imagine those phones are almost $1,000. And if you're spending that $1,000 every year for a new phone, can you imagine what kind of vacation you could take for $1,000? I don't care where it's the nearest lake and put a different kind of bathing suit on or catch a plane and go to Disney World. Whatever it is, spend $1,000 more wisely. Experience is something you can, Now, a lot of us for our jobs, we need maybe a bigger, faster computer, maybe a bigger, faster phone. But if you don't, you don't. You don't have to replace and upgrade year after year. That holds us down. Please don't. Please don't. And don't join every organization like the ones I mentioned unless you have an intention to go and visit and not overly indulge in something, or more importantly, when we enjoy a Veterans of Foreign Wars or Elks Club or something, make sure we can participate, we can volunteer, we can help out in one way or another. Anyways, this is In the Office with Joseph Skoda. I shared some of my addictions. These math craves are going to go away here soon, also one day. And I don't think it's something you can hand down to your children when you pass on. So be careful spending too much money on things that nobody wants. When we can use that money in a more useful, more rewarding manner. Hey, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Over and out. Have yourself an awesome day. If you liked our show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or find us on any social media platform, Instagram, of course, Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts and join our team. Anyways, we appreciate you staying tuned week after week, day after day, because we continuously build up our network to bring to you what you're asking for. Have a great day.